the way that reality works is that now a new year starts and we have to make changes. It's very important to understand that the resolutions and the goals have to go hand to hand with each other to be able to have that successful new year that you plan to do. Now I have some friends with me because this is all about growth, right? Welcome to the 200% Life Podcast, Season 2, 200%. Let's go. We are amazingly and excitingly ready to start this new season. And welcome to the second season of this podcast, which the first season was amazing. But welcome to 2023. And you just rang in the new year. It is January. It is an amazing time to be alive. Every day above ground is amazing. And we're just excited and proud of this podcast. And thank you for our supporters in 2022 for the first season. But now we're talking about season number 2. Brand new aspect, brand new perspective, brand new vision. And with this vision, I'm bringing to you a brand new format. Because before it was just me talking to you in the camera, talking to you in the camera, talking to you in the camera. But now I have some friends with me because this is all about growth, right? So I want to introduce to you guys this brand new format, which is going to include some of my amazing people that have been behind the scenes for the last year, but now I'm going to bring them on front of the scenes, right? In front of the cameras, in front of everything. So I'm going to start first with our amazing producer, and she is a Brazilian social media creator extraordinaire. She is a hover riding, a beach tennis playing, video creator, drone flying, and last but not least, the actual heart and soul of our podcast here that has brought this upon our lives. And I want to introduce to you our producer, the amazing Lele. How you doing, Lele?
I'm doing tremendous. Thank you for asking.
I love your hat. Aloha.
Yeah, you know, I thought I would bring some good vibes from Hawaii. So aloha everyone. Aloha means everything good.
Amazing, and your shirt's amazing too. You're matching.
Oh, yes, you
200%,
200%. I go 200% on everything in life.
Absolutely. So Shashi's gonna be in front of the scenes, commenting, and along joining with her is gonna be somebody who's created this podcast, the vibe of the podcast for the last year or so. We're bringing some funny sounds, some music, etc. Voting member of the Latin Grammys, a musician at heart, just like me. Playing guitar. In the music industry. And obviously very, very, very talented to bring this podcast to life and many others that we're working on. Our amazing sound engineer. Welcome to the front lines, to the front end of things. Aether, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
Yes. So again, Aether, sound engineer extraordinaire, bringing you back into the front line of things now to actually, have people see what you look like.
Yeah.
How's it going? First time,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, but yeah, thank you so much for all your work you've done for us so far. But how you feel being here now in the front lines?
I feel awesome. Let's go.
Let's go.
200%.
No, let's fucking go. LFF. That's how we do it.
Yes.
All right. So, guys, thank you so much for all your support. Obviously, we wouldn't be here without you, and we're looking for growth, much growth here in this new year. We're very, very excited and just ready to just give you more information and more inspiration and motivation, talk about some hot topics that I think are very crucial and very relevant to today's times, and last but not least, just really be able to share this message with as many people as we can, especially in this new year, growing through all of our channels, through obviously the audio channels, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart Media Radio Podcasts, and also through our visual ways, which is going to be through YouTube, watching full episodes, as well as joining us in shorts, Reels, and TikTok and Facebook. So please join us in all those platforms and show your support. I'm looking to bring in the very important topics that everyone needs to know, and of course, my topic at heart is always to be able to help as many people as possible, especially our young professionals, our entrepreneurs, people just trying to make it out in this world. If I can share a little bit of something, and now with our producer, sound engineer, share something that can change the way you think and for the better, or change your life, we have done our job. Okay. But now let's talk about 2023. Okay. All celebrations are done. All right. Me, myself, I did a couple with you, Lele, a couple with you, Hector. I don't know. I think we did like 7 holiday parties. 7 holiday parties. We had to tell our livers. We had to actually warn them beforehand that we were doing this. But 7 holiday parties. I think with you was a 4.
I think we end up going 200% on the alcohol as well.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's videos to prove it too.
Yes.
Cue the clip. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't cue the clip. I mean, if you want to, you can. I don't know. It's good. But all the celebrations are done. I mean, we've done all our eating, all our drinking, had the family time. All of that is over. And just like every year, things have to change, right? It's a symbolic period of time where one chapter closes and one chapter begins. Okay, you grab that fresh new piece of paper, you got that pen, and now you're gonna write your 2023. And obviously, as cliche or as habitual as it sounds, people make their resolutions and do their planning, etc. But it always comes back to the point of what is really going to happen. Because you could say what you're going to do. I don't know. Did you do resolutions this year?
Yes. Yeah. As every year.
As every year. Okay. We started like in November, December. We had a couple planning meetings, etc. But the beautiful part about that is that now you know kind of where you're going, right? On paper. Right, you know where you're heading over, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about, if you haven't done this, you're a little too late, but it's okay. You can start now. Okay, this is the first couple of days here in January. You can start now, but we have at least us, me and my wife Gia. We always sit with our admin staff. We sit with our partners. We sit, with our managers, and just kind of plan out what the following year is. Look back at what we did in 2022, the mistakes, the victories, the successes, the things that we have to change, and the things we have to tweak, and now start a brand new, fresh year in a brand new vision to start, right? And these are just days. Symbolically, yes, the new year it is, but it's just another day. January 1st was just another day. But symbolically for us, it means a turning of a page. But, ironically, it should be that every day we're changing, but in the aspect of the way that reality works is that now a new year starts and we have to make changes. Okay? Common resolutions? Not yours, but what do people usually do in January 1st? I mean,
I think the number one
would be like
starts with go to the gym.
Go to the gym. 200% going to the gym. And I don't know who came up with that, but that's definitely the number one.
Yeah.
Going to the gym, right? Getting healthy, getting physically fit, right? Gym memberships are probably at a crucial state right now. People give gym memberships. The first week of January, the gyms are full, we're ready to go. But ironically, then what happens? The second week, it starts to die down. And then the third week starts to die down. Come the third, fourth week of January, finishing out the first month, it goes back to how it was before. A few stayed with the actual resolution, but some didn't, okay? Other resolutions, what other resolutions are?
I don't know, give up a job that you don't like.
Give up a job and you start, okay? A lot of people leaving their current companies and going to a different company in the new year. Maybe that already happened for you. Maybe you haven't pulled the trigger yet. You wanted to get your Christmas bonus and then you're going to go. You selfish little animal. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. No, but that happens too. Change of atmosphere also brings in the new year. So maybe you wanted to change to different, atmosphere, to a different location. Some people are actually changing different places to live. I know people who are moving from different states to Florida, and January was the day to do the time to do it, or they did it in December to start the brand new year. So different changes of atmosphere also happens. Anything else? Any other resolutions?
I think sometimes it's just waking up earlier. Maybe people
beating the sun up. Beating the sun up
and just waking up before everyone else and working on something, maybe going to the gym. But I think definitely waking up before the sun. That's another
resolution that happens, right? Absolutely. And this time of, I don't know if you call this daylight savings time, whatever it is, but long story short, it gets darker super early, at least here in Florida. At 5:30, it's already starting to get dark. By 6:30, it feels like it's 10 o'clock. So, waking up earlier now, it brings the daylight sooner, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Sooner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is sooner, right? So it could be a little bit easier for you. You could be a morning person, but that's not another resolution. So whatever resolution you make, gym, getting up earlier, changing your atmosphere, whatever, those are common things that happen. But end of day is what you consistently continue to do is what's going to become a habit. 21 days to create one habit. That's statistically proven. So as long as you make it through January, you're good, right? But it's very important to understand that the resolutions and the goals have to go hand to hand with each other to be able to have that successful new year that you're looking to plan to do. Okay, so if you haven't done your goals yet, tip number one is to get your goals done. Short-term and long-term goals are very important. The next 90 days where you're headed, the next 6 months where you're headed, the next 12 months where you're headed. Okay, that's what we usually do. We already know what I want to be in December of 2023, where I want to be at. Okay, and what the beginning of next year is going to bring for me, I already know where we're headed. Okay, short-term goals too, like I want to know what I'm going to head to between now and March 31st or April 1st. That's another type of way to looking at it. Okay, short-term, the middle of the ground, and then end of the year, right? Full 1 year outlook of what's going to happen now. But the key to all of this, because we can put this all on paper. Some people do vision boards. Did you guys do vision boards?
I tried.
Yeah,
Magazine clips. Magazine clips. Well, you did a vision board, whatever. You can do it however you want. Put it on paper. Put it on a poster board. Put some pictures in, whatever it is. But nothing is going to happen unless you take massive action, unless you do actually are consistent and persistent with those resolutions and goals. Okay, so you have to put it in yourself when you say enough is enough. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to hit that gym. I'm ready to change that job. I'm ready to do, wake up early. I'm ready to start reading books. I'm ready to do whatever.
Ready to
And
find a new romantic partner.
romantic partners. Ooh, is that your resolution for 2023?
I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. That's
All right,
a
so
secret. That's a
2024?
secret.
Now that they see you in front of the camera, Layla is single, so she's available for application. She's taking applications right now.
Take application.
And if we find it through the podcast, I get a finder's fee. All right. So again, new romantic relationship starting. Ladies don't. Hector is married, so don't. Last time I checked, I'm just kidding. No, he is. But it is very important to understand whatever the outlook is. Keep persistent and keep with that goal. Okay. And if you break that 21-day pattern, it's gonna be amazing for you. Okay. So again, focus on the different areas of your life. Number one, physical fitness, I think is very important. I think everybody should focus on health and physical fitness. Stop eating the garbage food. Start working out how you're supposed to. Okay. Don't go super crazy if you don't need to, but 3 days a week, at least it's better than 0 days a week, right? Start working out and feeling good for yourselves. Okay, the years don't have mercy on you. Okay, this year actually in a couple of weeks I'll be 41 years old. So, but the years don't forgive. It's like it hurts back here, it hurts here sometimes. But you always have to keep that in place, So health is very important. Focus on your physical health aspect of your life, whether it be working out, eating correctly, stop eating the junk food, and actually focusing and making sure that you're healthy to last as many years as possible. That's number one. Number two, family, obviously, who your family is, if it's, your actual immediate family, if your friends are your family, focus on those relationships, grow those relationships, okay? If you're married, do that once a month date night. Okay. Well, do you do this, Hater? Once a month date night? Or every day's date night? Oh, so you have kids. Every day's date night. All right. Okay. So, right? I don't know.
2 cats actually.
What is it?
2 cats, like the kids.
Oh, the 2 cats are your kids. Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Seems like kids, right? But if you do have kids and you're in a relationship, the date nights are very, very important, to get away from, the routine of the kids. Not that the kids are bad, but we love our kids, we love our children. But that time that you spend with you and your partner is very, very important. Focus on your relationships, focus on your family again with your children or your cats. Focus on, nourishing and nurturing that. Those family relationships is very important. Okay, so physical, family, then comes your professional life, your career, your work life. Focus on growing that. Okay, whether if it's completely like Aether said, moving to a different environment because you didn't like the way you've been. Now get into, or if you are happy where you're at, nourishing where you're going to be or where you're going to be this year, and actually growing. Okay, and a big portion of that comes in now actually putting in the work, focusing even more than what you did last year. Okay, crush your goals from last year. Let's go for double, triple, 200%, like the sign behind me says, like my shirt says. You know, go 200% in everything, you know, physical, family, and your career life, you know, so it is. And then last but not least, I like to focus also, you know, two more things. One, spirituality, you know, whatever that or who you believe in, you know, I'm a Christian at heart. I believe in God. So focus on that relationship also, you know, and just get that rolling, you know, visiting your church, or is it, you know, reading the Bible, whatever it is, just, you know, focus on that relationship as well, because it's very important. It brings that balance to your life. Okay. And then last but not least, knowledge, number 5, knowledge is very, very important. Always be learning. Okay. How many books are you going to read this year, Lily?
6, 7, because I read a total of none right now.
0 right now. Very important to know, you know, to feed that knowledge. You know, books are very, very important. Articles, videos, modules, whatever it is. But books, you know, just feed yourself some knowledge. Okay. The more you learn, the more you earn, is what it says. You know what I mean? So, you know, knowledge is very important. So just feed yourself, less of the entertainment. You know, it's very important to entertain ourselves, but, you know, do make it something, you know, as a habit to start picking up that book, start researching, start doing what you need to do to grow yourself. The more knowledge that you give yourself is very important. The average CEO in the United States, the ones who are very, very successful, read 1 book a week, 52 books a year. Okay,
Wow.
So that's how much knowledge is that gonna bring to you? That we're always students at heart. I always say that I'm always a student. You should always be a student. You can never stop learning. You know, bring your ego down. You get in a room where you are the least educated person there, so you can learn from everybody around your surroundings. Okay, that's very, very important. So, you know, knowledge is key. So physical, family, career, spirituality, and last but not least, knowledge. Focus on those 5 things that I think are going to make your 2023 better.
And before we finish, I would like to know what you guys 3 goals for 2023.
3 goals for 2023, very important. For me, number 1 is growth in every single aspect. Growth, expansion, just doing as much as I can, you know, humanly possible to continue growing. Okay. If you're not growing, you are dying. Okay. Always seek to grow everything that you have. Number 2, obviously for me, family is very, very important. So I want to nourish my family, spend time with them. You know, my son's now 13 years old. I have probably another 4 or 5.5 years left, you know, before he could decide to just get out of my house at 18 years old. I'm not going to push him, but, you know, he can decide so. So I want to spend all those years that are left, and this being one of them with him, and also my daughter who's 4 years old. So family is very important, which is also includes also, most importantly, also my wife, who obviously we're going now this year in 20 years of marriage. 9 months from now. 8 months from now. 20 years of marriage. Incredible.
Wow.
Wow.
So, you know what I mean? I know I look young. So, yeah. But it's 20 years. We were actually looking at that a couple of days ago. We were saying, you know, because she's about to turn a milestone age. I won't say the age because she's probably going to kill me, but she's going to turn a milestone age. And she's like, wow, like I literally been with you, like literally most of my life. And I said, yeah, together. So I want to definitely nourish that as part of family, you know, very, very important, you know. And so growth, family, and then number 3 is, you know, just being able to double. I'm going to just conservatively say double what I did in 2022. That's my 3 goals.
That's awesome.
200%.
200%. Let's go.
Let's go. So that's what we want to tell you here as we start this brand new season of 200% Live. We're going to have an amazing season, amazing year, and I wish everybody to tune in every single episode that comes out. We have some amazing things happening. Obviously, this brand new format with our producer and sound engineer now interacting with us, which is amazing, you know. So do comment below if you have any topics that you want us to share with you during the season. Last season, we talked about collaborations. We talked about haters. We talked about, you know, procrastination. We talked a little bit about Kanye's controversy. So I'm going to kind of keep it relevant. Can I keep it, you know, up to date? So, but I have some good stuff coming up to us. And we're going to have guests now. We're going to have guests, which is amazing. We're going to have guests on the show as interviews, which is going to bring us another insight of what it is to become, you know, a business person, and giving you the tips and tricks that you need to know to be, successful. And if you're interested in becoming a guest and you know somebody that probably could benefit, write us a DM below, write us a comment below, tag them, and we would love to have them here. Our studios are here in Orlando, Florida, and we are ready. You're ready to take it on, this new season of the 200% Life.
Or even a podcast. If you also want a podcast,
Yes,
Yeah.
we are a part of another family, which is the Pod Media Lab podcast production family, Pod Media Lab family, which we've been fortunate enough to be part of. And again, if you are in a place where you have a message or you have something to sell or you have a story to tell, this is the place to do it. Okay, we have been reaching thousands upon thousands of people over the last year, hopefully going into millions now. But literally anybody has access to get this information and get this content that we're, humbly giving to you, which is for me over 20 years worth of, business, real estate, entrepreneurship experience. And I hope that brings a message to you. But if you have a message and a story or something to bring to this world, definitely drop us a message below, because Pod Media Lab is an amazing media production company that produces specifically podcasts. And right now we're heading into a big 2023 with brand new clients and brand new people joining our family, counterparts of mine here for this podcast. As you guys know, my wife has I Got an Accent So What podcast coming up. We also have Marcelo's podcast, which is all in Portuguese.
Yes.
So more Portuguese,
Portuguese, Spanish, and English.
And English.
And Marcelo's podcast is We and Noise.
Hey, Wiz and Noise,
And
right?
Noise.
So all of it's going to be here on that. So definitely some cross marketing there. So join. But definitely send us a message if you're interested in that podcast opportunity, because I think it's very, very important. I think it's a $1 billion industry, and I think everybody should take advantage of it. Definitely grow your brand and become somebody in this world that brings more and more content to this world that is very crucial. Okay, I think a lot of the ideas and creativity are in the graveyard because people didn't go out and actually share with the world. Share. This for me was an amazing step for me last year when I took the step of starting this podcast, because I wanted to share, and I hope that even if I touch one person and somebody says, Jeremy, thanks to you, I was able to do this. I was able to start my own business. I'm going to do something. Then now my job is done. All the time and all the episodes and all the recording time and all the content writing and everything was definitely worth it. Okay, so we're here, 2023 season 2, 200% Life podcast. We're excited, and please tune in as we release all these episodes. We have a lot of stuff coming up for you, and again, thank you for you guys for coming now in front of the camera, and we're gonna make this happen.
Thank you.
Absolutely,
Let's go.
absolutely.
Let's go,
Don't forget to rate, subscribe, comment, and download. Play them over. Catch up on season 1 as well, and we'll see you next time on the 200% Life podcast.